Hello, people. You're getting a 3 on fired up. Let's go. Let me hear some fired up energy. Otherwise, he's not going to start the webinar if you guys aren't excited to make money. So take the mute buttons off and welcome him to the stage. Let's go. Let's go. Are you guys able to unmute yourself?
Are they able to unmute? That's another thing.
Sometimes they do have a challenge unmuting. So let's make sure Nino, who is our other amazing co-host, that our guest
unmute. There you go. Ask all to unmute. I just did it.
All right. So take those mute buttons
off. Turn on your camera, guys. Let's go. Unless you're in the bathroom.
Let's go. Let's
Leroy.
Go.
All right. I'm going to keep score. I'm going to be keeping score of your engagement. And if you engage and you get me fired up and you get me so happy because you're connecting with us, I'm going to give you points. And there's going to be a winner at the end of this for the best participation. So far, Leroy's in the lead. Gregory's in second place.
Let's
go. Dr. Chow, the stage is yours. Let's go. Teach us how to make money with BNB.
That's right. Welcome, everybody. Sandy, amazing. Yeah, I see y'all. So welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Going great.
Just
good.
some fireballs.
Excellent.
How
are you?
Hello. Yeah.
Amazing.
Sandy's on camera. Steven's on camera.
Right.
Oh, what's your t-shirt? His sweatshirt says gratitude, I think. All right, gratitude.
I love it.
And Troy's sporting the beard tonight. Very nice, Troy. All right, back to you, Dr. C.
Awesome, man. So yeah, who's ready to 10x their life and their business tonight, man? I'm so freaking excited. So psych up, man. I am here. Just step out of Tony Robbins to be with y'all. It's just an amazing time to be alive, man. I was literally this close with Tony Robbins, Platinum Partners, and they show us on the big screen too, man. It was so amazing. We were dancing, praying, and just being grateful for life, and just, man, what are you guys grateful for tonight? Put down in the chat. What are you grateful for tonight?
Life and family.
Life and family. Amen to that. That's right. Yeah. What else?
The land of opportunity.
Okay. Land of opportunity. That's right. Yeah, this is the best. Do you know that we are in the top, like the poorest people in America is in the top 5% of the world. That's how rich we are. And most people don't realize that, So definitely be grateful. Another day of health and strength. Kaja, how do you say that? Positive business relationship. Troy. Yes. Love it. Love it.
We got 56 minutes.
Yeah, man. Being grateful is the most important state because we cannot be.
That's 59 minutes to this part.
Yeah, we cannot be angry and grateful at the same time, All right, man. I'm gonna mute everybody to get a show on the road here. So I know the time is super important. I value everybody time here. So I'm gonna do everything in my power today to give you guys the best I got. So that way you know exactly how to make multiple six-figure income when you get out of here. And with corporate housing arbitrage, leveraging somebody else's property you don't even own. How many in here would like to do that? Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, put some fireballs, some heart in the chat. Love seeing some interactions. We're going to get all your questions answered at the end. Make sure that you leave here on fire, baby, on fire. Okay. So I'm going to open up my presentation. How I got absolute financial freedom, okay, by early 30s too, and how you can too as well, even if you have no idea where to begin, right? So what do you know about
I love anything that's big. I like you, man. You're the man, bro. Right.
right, guys, let's go. Okay. So my goal for this training is to teach you how to make multiple six-figure income throughout the secrets beyond Airbnb, corporate housing that nobody else is teaching, guarantee. I am the only one that been doing this for 7 years, have over 30 plus properties that are teaching this the right way, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to make this a profitable business starting today. And I will reveal you some simple secrets that create a booming business while I travel around the world and enjoy the time with my loved one. So I want to share a little bit of my story. Can I share my story with you guys? So I was an immigrant boy, 10 years old, come to America with absolutely nothing, right? It was me, my mom, my dad, and my sister right there on that picture on the left, right there. Okay, we came here. We thought the American dream, you know, is to come to America. We came here, we sleep on one mattress, literally. This is our backyard right here. We walk out the backyard, we hit the fence, okay? That's how big our backyard was. In the worst neighborhood possible. You know, however, we were very grateful because it was even a lot better than in Vietnam, where this lower picture right here, you can see all the slums, right? But anyway, so when we came here, right, my mom and dad was middle-aged. They had to start all over again in the South where there's like no Asians, no languages. They don't speak anything, and they had to start all over. So I want you to imagine that, how tough it is for them, for us to go through all of that, okay? So I would see my mom and my dad crying all the time, every single day, trying to make just a living, right? But they suck it up and they give us the best they could and trying to smile. But I know deep down something is not right, okay? Why? Because, you know, they didn't have anything. You know, they didn't have the connections, the language or anything. So they had to go to work in the dry cleaner, you know, where it's freaking 100 plus degrees, you know, in the South. How many here know how hot it is in the South, right? How humid it is. If you want to do that 10 times that in the dry cleaner, just imagine that real quick, okay? With all the heat, all the machine, all the humidity, dealing with dirty clothes all day, 7 days a week, guys. So, you know, I would see my mom and dad cut and burn themselves, right? And one day I saw my mom cooking with one hand. Why? Because she was holding that one arm like this, because she was burn herself, right? And I asked her, Mom, are you okay? And she sucked it up and said, yeah, baby, everything is fine, you know, it's fine. But I know that something is not right. So, and that is a day that I was determined I would do whatever it takes to get them the lifestyle, the financial freedom, the American dream that we sacrifice everything for, okay? So fast forward, you know, I had to go to school. I get to go to school for 8 years, you know, to become a doctor of pharmacy, because we thought the way to get the American dream is what, guys? You know, put down a check, you know, right? We've all been told that go to school, get a good grade, get a good job, become a professional doctor, lawyer, engineer, and then we get financial freedom. And that's why I thought, that's why I did for 8 years. And now this time I had to go to school in a freezing cold in Utah, you know, love Utah, but it's just freezing cold 6 months out of the year, man. I had to sleep in the basement floor with one small like twin mattress in a frat house with 5 other guys. You can imagine how that goes, okay? So we had to survive of ramen noodles, Little Caesar pizza, and Subway. After that, 8 years of that, okay, I finally earned my doctorate. I thought I got the financial freedom, right? So within my first year of pharmacy, being a pharmacist, I won the Pharmacy of the Year award with a Fortune 10 company, okay, in our district. And I thought I really made it. You know, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna take care of you for life. Dad, don't worry about anything. I'm gonna buy you your dream home. You know, we're gonna travel the world, do all of that stuff, right? I made it, right? Next thing I know, they're just giving me more KPIs, you know, key performance indicators, all the bullshit. You know, they give me less tech, less help for my tech because they know I can do more, right? And I had to skip lunches, no vacation, just like work overtime, sleep in my car sometimes because I couldn't be so tired driving home, right? So I was just trapped, man. I was like, this is not the American dream that I fought for. And this is the American nightmare, okay? How many in here has been through something like that, okay? So How many here climbed the ladder of success to know that's lean against the wrong freaking wall, right? And that's exactly how I felt, okay? So what I do, I tried everything I could. Now, on top of it all, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, you know, because through the years dealing with all the chemicals of the dry cleaner and all the stress and all the stuff. So when I thought I made it, you know, I was like, dang it, you know, Mom, what am I gonna do to really take care of you? You know, how am I gonna take care of you? And I remember like it's yesterday, it was like 3 a.m. in the hospital. Okay, I was sitting next to my mom on bedside, and she was about to go into surgery, brain surgery, by the way, because her cancer metastasized. And all I could think about was, how much time do I have left with her? How can I spend more time with her while I had to go back to work? You know, like the next day, I couldn't even stay with her for long, right? And why did I sacrifice everything and not even have time for her? Not even like provide for her the way that I wanted to, you know? And I was like 300-400K in debt of school loans that I had to work overtime to pay for. And after taxes, I was bringing home like nothing, you know, after student loans and taxes, it was nothing, you know? So I was like, this is the BS, man. So anyway, I determined to do whatever it takes then to really find my way. So I did everything from Amazon to drop shipping to e-commerce to, you know, online, offline, having my own, you know, offline store as well, physical store, MLMs, you know, try to be a realtor, multifamily, everything, right? However, most businesses require two things: a lot of time or a lot of money. Okay. So most businesses require two things that I did not have, either time or money, right? So I did not have them at all, right? So what was I gonna do? Because, you know, I tried to do an online e-commerce. They told me it's so easy. I can do is just make money right away. Boom. Next thing you know, if you ever anybody tried like e-commerce stuff? Okay. It's not that easy as you make it out to be, right? Each product you're making like, you know, maybe a few bucks. And you got to do all kind of research. You got to stay on top of the game all the time, every single day, okay? And then I was trying to invest in like multifamily or storage, right? However, what does it take to make 100K a year in multifamily? You got to have millions of dollars, man. I didn't have millions of dollars. How long will it take me to save millions of dollars? Forever, okay? So that didn't work, you know? And like, I was like, crap, what are you gonna do? So, what the heck? Okay, this way, I see. Anyway, I discovered the one vehicle that gave me absolute financial freedom. The one vehicle, after all the stuff I've been through, this is the vehicle, guys. Nothing else in my 20 years of entrepreneurship, I also got my MBA. I have not found another business that is asymmetrical risk to reward, that is low level of entry. Anybody can do this at any time, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. Just a few hours a week, and then you can scale this to however ways you want, okay? So the old model is when you exchange your time for money directly. 1 hour of your life equals amount of dollars. And even worse, on salary, because they will just use to abuse the hell out of you, right? And then someday put in the hedge fund, and someday, hopefully 50 years from now, we can be alive and really enjoy our life. I mean, can you believe this lie they've been trying to sell us for decades? You know who this benefit? This will benefit all the hedge funds out there. They're the one that, you know, riding on helicopter eating calamari, you know, or caviar, whatever the hell it is, I don't even know, right? So, and while we here slaving away every day, okay? So I'm here to change this, you know? This is BS. But I'm not anything special, guys. I made a ton of mistakes. I didn't understand how to pick the right location or the right neighborhood or HOA, you know? I didn't know how to make it profitable by working smart, guys, not just working hard. Here's the thing. Anybody here know people that work hard? Right? How many of you know people work hard and are still broke? Okay, exactly. It's not about working hard, guys. It's about working smart. Okay. So I didn't understand how to pitch the landlord, increase my unit size, or scale my business either. The hard way is definitely on your own, right? You know, I was too stubborn. I thought I knew it all. I got the doctor, white coat. I got the MBA. I was number one with everything I do. So I thought I know everything. I want to do everything myself. I can do it, right? But I was so lost, man. You know, I had no mentor, no support group, and all of that. And I was just frustrated. What the hell am I going to do, right? So I was confused about picking location, the pricing strategy, managing staff, hospitality, how to scale. I actually lost thousands of hours and tens of thousands of dollars, closing down more than 10 Airbnbs, guys. Imagine opening up, closing down, opening up, closing down 10 times. Okay. The good news is I can save you guys from the nightmares, right? That you don't have to go through this because I know all the pitfall. So again, I was frustrated, I was burned out, and I was trapped as a corporate employees, working plus 40, 60 plus hours a week, doing side hustle, lost miserable at rock bottom. But I met somebody who gave me the epiphany. What is the epiphany that I'm about to share with you right now that changed my life forever? Okay. The epiphany is I could rent vacant homes and sublet on Airbnbs and scale to freedom. That's the epiphany. I could rent vacant homes and just sublet it on Airbnbs or corporate housing, right? And scale to freedom. Yeah, we need to change this. Just sublet to corporate housing is better, right? Because it's not just Airbnb. Okay, so that's it. I just never thought about it, right? Who in here ever just never heard about how you can leverage other people's properties? You don't even have to own them, you just got to control them, right? That's the idea that changed my life, because with this, I can scale fast. You see, instead of buying 10 homes, everybody knows if you own like 10 homes free and clear, you're set the rest of your life. The point is, how long will it take you to buy 10 homes free and clear? It will take you millions of dollars. At your current saving rate, how long will it take you to save millions of dollars? So the hard truth is, even at pharmacist level, when I was making 6-figure income, it would take me forever to save millions of dollars. I don't have 30 years, man. I want to enjoy life now. I don't know how much my time my mom had, right? I want to take her around the world now. Okay. This, you can make money very fast, legal, moral, ethical, everything. Okay. By leveraging, it's all about leveraging. Write this down. Leverage is the key to success. Leverage other people's time, money, energy. In our case, leverage other people's property. Okay. So I ended up scaling to 23 Airbnbs, making multiple 6-figure within months, and the rest is history. Right. Here's all the, Airbnb right here, income. And then there was all the checks outside the Airbnb. That's the most important thing, because these are direct income straight from the companies that I don't have to share with Airbnb. I don't have to share 20, 30% of my profit with VRBO or the site. Okay. So what is the new model? You create a scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money, you guys. You want to earn money while you sleep. How many of you want to earn money while you sleep? Right? This is exactly what we do with this business. Okay. The more they sleep without profit, the more we earn money. And then you continue to reinvest into your business for years to come. And then you can watch how it multiplies and have multiple sources of income. The wealthy will have multiple sources of income, guys. The average millionaire has over 10 to 15 sources of income, and the average billionaire have 1,000 sources of income, right? The more sources of income you have, the less risky you have, the more secure you have. Write that down, Most people don't get it, right? That's why people become lawyer and doctor, but here's the thing, that's one source of income. If something happened to you, what happens to your income? If you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, whatever, gone, right? Like I was. Okay. So that's always going to my mind. Like if something happened to me as a pharmacist, what happened to my income? Gone. Is my company going to really take care of my family? I don't think so. Right? Now, listen, guys, I have 30 something source of income right now. If 2 of the houses burn down right now as I speak to you, What kind of percent is that of my income? It's like 5%, right? So I still have what, 95% of my income. Did you get that? If you get that, guys, it will change your life forever and your family life. You want to build a safety net, you want to build a moat, you want to be secure, you want to be safe, and you want to be good. You want to have multiple streams of income. You see, and this is the best way to get multiple streams of income. The most secure way too, because it is backed by real estate. This is not pie in the sky. This is not the crypto boom and bust. I made millions of dollars in crypto. I lost millions of dollars. Okay. I made a ton of money on stock. I lost a ton of money on stock. Forex too, right? So this is not any of that. This is real tangible asset that is the most secure. You know, I come and learn from all these multi-billionaires. What is the number one thing in common with all these multi-billionaires? They secure their income, their wealth from real estate. Tony Robbins owned a bunch of real estate. A lot of you don't know that, right? Grant Cardone does too. Richard Branson definitely. Russell Brunson, all of them own a boatload of real estate with their income because it is the most secure way for you to hold wealth, for you to create wealth, and for you to leverage everybody else's stuff. Okay. So who is this business for? If you are serious about creating long-term business, the right way is automatic and scalable. If you're a doer, not just a talker, a thinker, you're ready to invest in yourself and in your business, and this is for you. And if you're not satisfied with the average normal life, you know you deserve more. And I want to applaud each and everybody show up in here because I know you're not average, or otherwise you would not be here, right? So how many here know that you deserve more, right? So give yourself a round of applause, man, to be here, for real, okay? Why is this different? If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you know, maybe you tried multiple businesses in the past that didn't work out just like I did, right? That's why I have built this amazing method and mastermind for a reason, because I try everything out there, man. I invest over $1 million, guys. Imagine $1 million into my mindset, my strategies. Okay. Now, why is it so important? Because what's the biggest investment, guys? What's the best investment? Tony Robbins asked Warren Buffett, what is the best investment? Drop in the chat. What do you think Warren Buffett said? Is it stock? Is it real estate? Is it bond? Is it car? Let me see what people say in the chat. Or blanket, yell it out. You see something.
Shamika says in yourself. Leroy says real estate because he himself is a realtor from San Antonio. Monica says yourself. Let's see, what else do we have here? Boy, you guys are very entrepreneurial. Patrice says yourself.
Yeah.
Sandy says real estate.
Okay.
What else? Hey, I didn't hear from Zan. I didn't hear from Gregory. Come on, guys. Let's get some participation. So far, Leroy is in the lead for the most participation on all three categories. Let's go, let's go. Ah, here comes Zan. Real estate, says Zan.
Cool, cool. So Warren Buffett said that the best investment he ever made was in himself. It was in like a $500 program back then into communications by Dale Carnegie. And then all the stuff that he invested in. Why? Because he said, this is from Warren Buffett, the best investor of all time, right? He said, this is the engine of your wealth. You are the engine of your wealth. The more you learn, the more you earn, right? So that's
Ushima,
number one.
I'm sorry. I see you, Ushima. I got you.
Yeah. So number one is in yourself. Number two, Grant Cardone said, is in your business, you know, and number three is real estate, then real estate. Okay. All right. Cool. Good job, guys. Thanks for participation. All right. What's my mission? After I got everything I wanted now, I retired my mom and dad. 12 years now. She's cancer survivor, you know, thriver, amazing. I bought her the dream home. I take care of the family. You know, I just took them to all the beaches of the world, going on vacation, and life is good, right? So I want to applaud her for that, for being a champion, right? So thank God for all the doctors, all the people that take care of them, right? So why am I doing this? Because my one mission now is my true passion to help people take the steps to change their life forever. Okay. How many are ready to make a massive lasting change in your life and your family lives and live the life that you're meant to live, guys? You know, give me some love. Okay. So what is corporate housing arbitrage? Basically leveraging other people's property through subleasing agreements, and you then list these on platform, Airbnb, VRBO. We have a ton of other sources outside of these that nobody know about, because I've been doing this for 7 years, right? I have a lot of connections. Combined experience with our team is about 20 years experience. So this is not active income, right? It's not trading your time for money. This is almost passive income. It's not 100% passive. Nothing is 100% passive, right? However, this is almost as passive as you can get, because you are leveraging somebody else's property and you're leveraging my connections. You just marry the two and you make money. That's it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. You know, I just help a stay-at-home mom making 20, 30K a month, a truck driver making 6-figure income. Anybody can do this business. Okay. So low investment business with high cash flow, right? This is how successful become wealthy. They know how to leverage. Tony Robbins said about asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. You want minimal risk, minimal downside, and maximal reward. Okay. Because in this business, you are not buying the property, you are only renting the property. So when you rent the property, it's only cost you a few $1,000s to get in the game. And then you have potential to make 10 times that within a year, you know, versus buying the property, fixing it up, waiting for months, getting rents ready, you know, especially now with all the interest rate and everything, you're going to make, you know, when you buy it now, any property, you know, in good spots, good location, it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Even at 20% down, you still at least 100K. Where you take that 100K and you do 10 arbitrage, leverage somebody else's property, just renting it, you can do 10 times the cash flow. On average, we see about 2K a month per Airbnb to be on conservative side, corporate housing, right? So 10 arbitrage, that's $20,000 a month that you could be making from the same amount of money you would to buy a single family home, right? How many here 20K a month will change your life? Okay, let's be real here, man. 20K, 30K a month would absolutely, you know, give you the financial freedom that to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it with, and fire your boss or whatever you want to do, right? So I'm going to share with you the 4-step proprietary system that took me years to figure out. And I will give it to you for free today. And if you take this and run with it, people will take this free method and just run with it and actually, you know, close out some deals, man. How many here would like that? Okay. So F is to find the right location. A is to ask to sublease. S is to set up to stand out. The T to tap, guys. You got to tap into the power, baby. Tap into corporate housing. Okay. What is the number one rule in real estate? The number one most important thing. Location, location, location. Okay. So have you heard that it will take a ton of research, a ton of software? You got to hire consultants. You got to hire a bunch of people. You know, you got to stay in the market for months. You got to, you know, pay millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars, right? What if I can tell you within minutes, I have found a way within minutes, my secret sauce, that you can find an amazing location that worked 9 out of 10 times. How many would like that secret? Okay. Put some love in the chat, man. If they don't give me some love, I'm not gonna share my secrets. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Patrice's giving you love. Patrice has got a point. Ashima's giving you love. Everybody's awake. Shamika, JT. All right. Oh, Troy. Oh, the competition's getting fierce in this room on engagement, Troy and Khadijah. Let's go. One of the questions real quick, Dr. Chow, Monica asked is the format of, she asked 2 really good questions. What is the general format of the course? Is it videos? Is it coaching? What's the general structure?
Yeah, I can go over that at the end, but right now let's focus on this real quick. So yeah, I want to provide as much value as possible for everybody. So the location, right? So All right, I'm gonna give you guys a hint. There, it started with an H. Okay. There are actually, we added just another H, so there's a 5 H's now. Okay. Any guess on what are those H's are?
Monica's on her game. She guessed hospitals and highways. How did she do, Dr. C?
Nice, good job. She got 2 out.
Leroy's in with hotels.
Awesome, Leroy in the house. Yes. So we got 2 more. The last 2 the hardest, and I'd be really surprised if anybody know. Anybody gets right, and we can probably give them a free framework.
Ushima went with colleges.
But that's not an H.
That's true. Can you come up with a synonym for college that starts with an H? Shamika, high rises. Interesting guess, Shamika. I like it. Creative.
Yeah, that is interesting, but that's not the one. Okay. The 4th H is headquarters, guys. Headquarters. Haha, you like that? Yeah, I saw
I
Steven.
love it.
Yeah, man. Headquarters. We're looking at corporate housing, man. Where are the headquarters flowing into, right? And then the 5th H is very close to colleges. You are kind of right, okay? It's higher education.
Oh,
Okay, is that cool? We just figured that out like last week. It was awesome. By one of the attendees in another workshop that we have. So you guys can give me ideas too. Yeah, higher education. Yeah. So guys, you don't need to do a bunch of research. You don't need to hire anybody. You don't need to have a bunch of software. You don't need to spend months doing this. There's 5 checks. Highways. What are the big highways intersection? Are they at a 2 highway intersection? Write this stuff down, man. It's cost me years to figure it out. Hospitals, hotels, headquarters, higher education. Why? Because these people had dropped hundreds of millions of dollars by a multi-billion-dollar company. Don't you think they done all their research and spent millions of dollars to figure this shit out? Then why the hell do we need to do more research and pay more money? Right? So if you have all these 5 things, check. I bet you 90%, 9 out of 10 times, you're gonna get an amazing location. Okay. And I know there's like probably one perfectionist, a couple of perfectionists right now. Oh, it's not 10 out of 10. Bro, if you go on baseball and you get a batting average of 9 out of 10, what are you? A freaking legend, right? So again, the mindset of ready, fire, aim, guys, entrepreneurship, nothing is 100% guaranteed in life. If anybody get at least a 7 out of 10 shot, take the shot. Take the shot, learn from it, move on. Take massive action, learn from it, move on. You know, sure, in baseball, you got a 3 out of 10, you know, you'll be a pro, you'll be a legend. Okay, so I'm giving you a lot of mindset too, because 80% success is mindset, guys. Okay, is helpful for people. All right. So A, to ask the sublease. How do you ask the sublease? Okay, I know my Leroy man here got a bunch of single family home he owns here. You know, all right. So if you want to do Airbnb, man, you know, most people would say like, hey, what you should do? Hey man, let's partner up, let's do Airbnb, man. You know, I know he's making a bunch of money. You know, I saw some guy on TikTok do it, and I figured this shit out, man. Let's do it, right? Is Leroy gonna like give you his property if you come with him like that? You know, no way, right? No way. So how do you ask, guys? The pitch is so important. The pitch is everything, okay? So most people will tell you to pitch the landlord on your own, right? Or to talk about Airbnb, talk about short-term rental. We don't talk about any of that. We don't talk about short-term rental. You don't talk about Airbnb. You don't talk about pitching it on your own, all of that, okay? We want to leverage, guys, leverage. So check this out. If I come to Leroy, you know, got a bunch of property, right? I wanna leverage his property. So I was like, listen, Leroy, I like you. I like your property a lot. So what we do is we are a corporate housing network, over 150 members now, actually, with over 100 properties nationwide. We have a combined 20 years experience, and we are expanding right now. And if your property qualifies, then one, we're gonna take care of your property like it's our own. We're gonna clean it every single few months, right? Professionally. Secondly, any maintenance under $200, we're gonna pay for it. I'm not even gonna call you in the middle of the night. I have a whole team gonna take care of it all for you. Number three, we are not dealing with vacation rental, frat boys, all of that. We are talking about corporate clients. They're gonna take care of your property super well because they're professional and they don't want to lose their job. And let me ask you this, Leroy. Has anybody offer you all these above when they try to rent your property? No way, right? Nobody can offer you all this except you, unless you're my student. Okay. So it's a no-brainer. You see, it's a no-brainer for Leroy, for me. You know, it's a no-brainer. It's a win-win-win for everybody. Right. And then I even pull out my ACE card. You want to know what my ACE card is? If I really like the property, however, for some reason they don't trust the system, or they don't trust themselves, or they just want to be on the safer side, or they're so close-minded. What's my ACE, man? The ACE is, hey, Leroy, what if, man, I can pay you above market rent? I can pay you $200-300 above what you got. So let me recap. I'm gonna clean the property every few months. Any maintenance under $200, I'm gonna pay for. I'm not gonna call you with something small like that. And then I'm gonna have corporate clients take care of the property like it's my own. And then I'm gonna pay you on top of the market price. What are you waiting for, Leroy? Sign here, let's go, right? That's how you 10x it, baby, okay? So it's all about leverage, right? So that's why I build this network in order for you to leverage. So that's why we have people who brand new coming in, and within a first 30 days getting like 3, 4, 5 deals going, boom. And it's not like a wholesale business. Like I check out the wholesale thing too. It's not like money one time and you got to do it all over again, right? Who want that? You know, who want a one night stand? And I want a wife to love me forever, right? So this is continuous money every single month, right? Money coming in every single month, right? So that's why I'm super passionate about this, because this changed a lot of people's lives, because we know how to leverage the right way, right? The right way, with the right system. You can do it fast, even if you're a beginner, okay? So set up to stand out. That's the next S. How do you set up to stand out? Okay. Other people you tell, you try to do on your own, blah, 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 right? With us, we can show you, one, we got a connection to the furniture rental. Furniture rental is changing the game, because that reducing your initial cost by half. That is an amazing. So your return on investment is double. So instead of buying a boatload of furniture now, you can rent it. They can come in, they set up everything, and then you don't even have to put up the money up front. Okay. But how do you set up to stand out? I give you some clues. Okay. Success leaves clues. So pay attention here. Okay. One, you want to give a wow factor experience, right? Water in the fridge, preferably like Fiji water, right? Stuff that blow people's mind, like, oh shit, I've never seen Fiji water in the fridge, right? On an Airbnb, okay? And then you get like chocolate, Amazon chocolate. Ladies love chocolate, a Starbucks gift card. Send that to them. They love you forever. It's weird, but it is true. So, and then the guys, we just want to grill, some beer, and some beef, man. That's it. Make sure you have that, something. Hey, it's a compliment. There you go. Okay. All right. So those are some tips, man, but we don't have time to go. There's like 100 other things I can add value with how to stand out, some like crazy stuff, but we want to look at the higher level right now. So T, to tap into corporate housing. Okay. How you tap into corporate housing, guys? This is probably the most important thing. Okay. So, it took me 7 years to figure this out. I got a bunch of relationship, a bunch of network, partnership, all of that I can only give to my students, right? To be fair to them, right? However, if I can give you one big secret is that you can contact the human resource department of each of the company, and you can introduce yourself. This is what you do, and this is how you do it, and you can build your list that way. And the human resource department is the one that will do all of this when they have anything. And some of the popular companies are construction company, IT companies, right? Where they have a lot of projects that are short term. If you're in California, there's TV show, big time TV show. They need a project for months to do some reality TV show. There's some other one like hospitals, of course. There's insurance housing, where for families need a place to stay. There's so many possibilities, guys. There's so many possibilities. Okay. So use your creativity and tap into that. Okay. So you can build your list that way. All right. Or the easy path is just to join my mastermind. I give you all the sources, the shortcut, compress decades into days and get your business up and running. But it's up to you. Okay. So the formula, what is the formula? All you need first month rent plus deposit is your initial expenses. You can either buy the furniture or rent the furniture. Okay. What do you charge the clients? You charge the companies, the corporate clients, 2 times the rent plus utilities. So let's say if your rent is about $2,500, make it easy for everybody, $2,500, right? First month rent, first month deposit, another $2,500, so that's $5,000, right? And if you buy the furniture, that's about $7,000, so $12,000 total. You got me? $12,000 total. Okay, if you buy the furniture. Now, what do you charge the corporate client? You charge them double the $2,500 plus utilities, right? So you're actually charging them about $5,000 plus another like $500. So you charge them like $5,500. So your rent is only $2,500. You're charging them $5,500 minus all the expenses, including everything else. You make at least $2,000 a month on average. You get me? So how do you make 6-figure income? Simple, guys. All you gotta do is you get 5 of these arbitrage and you make 10K a month. That's it. And on average, you can do 2 of these a month very easily. I have students that done 4 in a month, right? So with a full-time job and everything, and she didn't even have any experience, right? And she have 2 kids, right? So can you do 4 or 5? Absolutely, right? But I'm just giving you the benefit that I'll do average of 2 a month. How long for you to get 5 properties? Anybody? Down in the chat. 2 deals a month. How long will it take for you to get 5? It's not rocket scientist. Anybody got the answer? Hello? Nobody?
Shamika says 60 days, blank canvas says 2.5 months, Monica says a week. What do you think?
Good. Awesome. Yeah, 2.5 months, guys. In 2.5 months, you can make a 6-figure income. Did you get that? Do you know how long it took me to become a pharmacist? Any guess? 8 years, okay? Do you know how much my first paycheck was? After taxes. Any guess? Put down in the chat. And Blanco, you can tell me what you said.
Leroy says 5 G's. Ushima says 1,000. Blank canvas says 750. Patrice says 2,500. These participation points are racking up. Khadijah says 3,500.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, listen, guys, this is pharmacist level, right?
Greg says 4,500.
8 years of school. So I was supposed to make 10K, but after taxes, I only bring home about 7.5. Okay. And then after school loans and everything, probably more like 5. Okay.
Leave here, thought up.
Yeah. And so, to do this in only a few months is crazy. And it's not like a full-time thing. I was working overtime. to make that. You know, this you only do a few hours a week, guys. Remember that. You set it up and then you make money on it. There's properties I've been making money out of it for 7, 8 years, right? So you set up one time, you make money on it for a very, very long time, okay? And then here's the crazy thing. Did you know that if it costs you 12K for the property to get one up and you're making 2K a month, within a year, you make 24K, so you double your money within a year. Well, if you double your money within a year, guys, what kind of return on investment is that? That's a 200% return on investment. You say right there, right? How much percent on return on investment are you getting with your money right now? Okay, negative for most people, because did you know inflation is at least 10 to 20% right now? Okay, and if your money is sitting in the bank or sitting at something that only making 5-10%, you're actually losing money. Okay, really get that, guys. And then we put it on steroid. If you rent the furniture, it will only cost you half of that 12K, so only about 6K, right? You just need first month rent, first month deposit, plus like $500 for a month for the furniture. Okay, so your initial outgo is about 5,500. I said 6,000. In 3 months, you make your money back. Within a year, you quadruple your investment. That's 400% return, isn't it? So that's why this is so powerful. And that's why we have people get financial freedom within months, because of leverage, because we know the formula that I'm giving it to you for free right now. You get the power of this, that you don't have to spend 8 years of school, MBA and all that BS to figure out. Right? So yeah, man, take a picture of this, visualize this stuff. And if you want to make 20K, just do 5 more properties. Just do it for another 2.5 months. Or you can just do 4 a month and get there in 2 months, whatever it is, right? Massive action is the key all, man. That's what Tony Robbins has said, massive action. You got 3 rules of success. Number 1, focus. Clarity is power. This is your focus right now. If you don't have financial freedom right now, your focus should be getting 10 to 20K a month passive income cash flow from this business as fast as you can. As fast as you can. Okay. So once you get there, you have the freedom to do whatever you wanted to do, man. Today, my life is incredible. You know, right now I'm hanging out with Tony Robbins. You know, last month I was hanging out with Grant Cardone doing a TV show. Okay. Just a couple of weeks ago. Right. And then right after that, I flew to see Russell Brunson, you know, multi-billionaire, hanging out with him for a few days. And that's normal for me these days, right? And I want to be a normal day for you as well. Hang out with another multi-billionaire, you know? But you need cash flow first to get there. Cash flow is king, guys. Cash flow is king. All right, success, 80% mindset, 20% strategy. Good old Tony said that. So I learned from the right people, guys, and I refuse to give up. How many in here would like to play chess with Sir Richard Branson, play poker with Grant Cardone, hanging out on his yacht, and be in Tony private studio? Okay. So can I share with you how you can do that and the lessons I learned from these multi-billionaires? Okay. So you ready? For some of y'all, if y'all get this, what I'm about to share with you, you're going to change your life, because the most important decision in your life, Tony just said that, the most important decision in your life is, number 1, decide to be in a beautiful state, no matter what. Number 1, be in the most beautiful state, no matter what happens. Because if you're in the most beautiful state, you can attract the better people. You can become a better person, become a better friend, all that, right? And then the second most important decision you're ever going to make is who you spend time with. It's who you spend time with, is who you will become, right? So by knowing how to leverage, how to get access, how to spend time with all these multi-billionaires, eventually I'll be a billionaire. Then you watch me on TV and you say, oh, he's lucky. Yeah, right, I bust my butt off, okay? Okay, and you can do it too. All right, so how did I play chess with Richard Branson? Okay, first of all, right, so gifts will open doors. You know, gifts will open doors. So I got a 50-pound chess gift made out of onyx. I carry on 3 flights. One flight almost like, you know, it was a tiny plane that right before we got on, they told us to get off because, oh, the back door fell off. I'm like, oh, what? So we got out and then we waited 2 hours. They screwed the back door on and then we come back on like, oh shit, we're risking our life here, you know? And then go through a speedboat, all of that to carry that to his home, right? And then on top of that, I gave him the thing for his dog, the blanket with his dog name on it that nobody else think about, right? Those are what open doors. And then the first game of Richard Branson, who you think I win? Put down the chat, put a C if you think I win, put an R if you think Richard win. I'm going to show you something, blow your mind.
Monica says, she didn't vote for you. Blank canvas votes for Richard. Come on, oh boy. All right, Zan, Sandy, and Ushima say you won. Monica says Richard won. Who won?
Okay, perfect. First game, I won. Why? Anybody know why? Put down in the chat.
Oof, this is gonna be tough. Why? Because you're a winner. Blank canvas. What's your real name, Blank Canvas? You've intrigued me. Monica says, be invited again. Oh, Craig thinks I may have been an air hostess before I started co-hosting with you. No. Ushima says it was your experience. Shamika says you manifested it.
Right, that's true too. Okay, so the reason why I won was I determined to win because I wanted to play a second game with him. Right? When you sit down in front of a multi-billionaire, man, you want to spend as much time as possible with him. Okay. The second game, who you think I won? Who you think he won? Put down in the chat.
Second game, Ushima says Dr. C. Sandy says Richard. Ushima says Dr. C. Patrice, Dr. C. Leroy, Richard. Monica, Richard. Shamika, Richard. Jay, Stephen, Dr. C. Zan, Richard.
Nice. So second,
Khadijah, Richard.
Yeah. Second game, Richard won. Okay. Why? Because I want to play the third game.
Oh, Sandy called it. Sandy said because you wanted to be invited back. Whoa.
Yep. Because I want to play the third game. Then who win the third game?
Who won the third game? Leroy, Zan, and Patrice say you. Blank canvas says it's a tie. Monica and Leroy say Richard.
Awesome. Okay, so Richard won the third game. Why? Where let some guess?
Sandy says you let him. Ushima said you had to stroke his ego. Monica said to keep the relationship.
Man,
Leroy, because you want to keep hanging out with him.
Yeah, we got super smart people. Either you watched me before, or you're very smart. Yes, it's all about relationship and it's all about spending more time with him. I want to be invited back to his home. You see what I'm saying? That's why. All right. I play poker with Grant Cardone. I thought I'm gonna get green because I actually never played poker for money, and he is a master, a poker player for a long time, whatever. We sit down, we play for 3 hours. Who do you think won? And how much?
Monica says Cardone won. Ushima says you won. Blank canvas, Dr. C. JT,
Okay.
Dr. C. Shamika says, what's the verdict?
Yeah, the verdict is actually I won. I think it's beginner's luck, guys. But and I got some, I use some of my entrepreneur skills too, because it's kind of like a lot like business too. But you gotta know when to bluff, when to puff, when to fold, and when to hold them, right? I kind of learned on the fly. But anyway, I think a lot of it was luck. Anyway, I won 12K. What do you think I did with that 12K? I asked myself too, what the hell? I just 112K from Uncle G, man. He's mad. What do I do? Shit. Put down in chat. What are some guesses, Blanca?
Well, let's see, we got, ooh, Leroy says charity, Ushima says gifted, JT Stevens says another property, Monica says donations.
Man, y'all watched me before. I know it. It's like nobody gets that. Yes, I donate to his charity, his foundation. He helped kids, and my heart goes out for kids and transforming the education. So I donated all to charity, and they love me for that, right? And that's how you build the relationship, right? Just like I donated to Tony Robbins Foundation too. He helping a lot of kids, same thing. But anyway, I hope you get some of the lessons that weave into the story, right? Does that help people? If you apply what I just learned right there, okay? So anyway, I persisted, I learned, I figured out, and I scaled, okay? You gotta have some persistence, guys. Generated millions of dollars. I gave the excuses. I traded for working smarter at 10x my return on my investment. This is 1 month Airbnb. This is the right column. Is all the VRBO, bookings that we have over tens of thousands of dollars worth of booking for months. Okay. The easy way to mimic success, right? Model other people's success with proven strategies. And that's how you compress decades into days. And that's why Tony Robbins said all the time is he will find the very best, model them, and as you can compress decades into days. So write this down. The 4M is mimic, model, master, and multiply. You gotta mimic first, you gotta model, you gotta master, and then you can multiply. And that's how you can grow. All right, if all this did, I'm gonna come to a close here, guys, so pay attention. If all this did, guys, to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it to do this? Absolute financial freedom. Imagine yourself absolute financial freedom. Do whatever you want to do with whomever you want to do it with. Take your family on first class, everything. Will be worth it to do this. Put down in the chat. What's this chat saying?
Leroy says absolutely, for sure. And blank canvas, absolutely. Jay Stevens, Zan, Sandy says yes, they are ready for this.
Absolutely, man. And then if all this did, it's to get you to earn 6-figure income within the next 3 to 6 months, guys. Not like 10 years that I have to go through, sleeping on crazy mattresses and, feeding up ramen noodle or 8 years will be worth it to do this. And then live the life of your freedom the rest of your life. Right? And then the most important question, if all this did is to give you the time to spend with your loved one and really to have the time to live your life on passion and on purpose, would it be worth it to do this? This is my mom and dad. We just recently got back from Miami, Florida, before I went to San Diego to live on the beaches of the world, and had a time of our life, right? And I can remember as we watched the sunset together, the looks in their eyes. Picture a day like this, guys. This beautiful sunset overlooking the beautiful blue ocean water with the waves crashing, with the birds flying, the seagulls flying, and so peaceful with the moon coming up on the other side, right? And I can remember their eyes when they look at me. They were so happy. We were so happy, and we was just peace, right? And they tell me, I'm so proud of you, son. I can't believe that you have achieved this for us. In our wildest dream. Can't believe this is the life that we are living. So picture that day for you and your family. Okay? What would that day look like for you? Who would you want to say that to you? Have a vivid image and hold that image. Focus on it. Don't ever let it go until you achieve it. Okay? Now, will it be worth it to do this? Put down in the chat.
Ujima says, let's get it, makes my heart smile. Leroy says, absolutely. Sandy says, yes. Khadijah, yes, it would. Patrice, I'm ready.
Awesome.
And Zan, of course. That's a great name. I want my name to be Zan. I might have to
Yeah.
change it. Jay Steven,
Oh.
everybody's really pumped up. I gotta give it to his virtual audience. I mean, the engagement's been amazing, guys. You're doing awesome.
With the hands and all this, yeah, absolutely. So
Thanks,
I can
guys.
show you two ways. There's two ways you can do this, right? The easy way or the hard way. The hard way is you go back to school for another 4 to 8 years, right? Or climb the corporate ladder for another 10 years, and make an additional 40K, 60, 80K, 100K a year, whatever, okay? And then you invest in 401K for the next 20 years. So you can get like, hopefully you can get $2.5 million to make 10K a month. How long will it take you to save $2.5 million at your current saving rates? Okay, you don't have to answer me this. However, for me, even as a pharmacist, it will take me forever, right? Or that's the hard way, okay? Or the easy way, you just do this part-time, few hours a week, make multiple six-figure income, and then live a life of freedom, right? And the best news is you don't have to wait like for years to try to start making it. You actually make money right within your first month. Our philosophy, again, the best investment is in yourself. I end with this. The more you learn, the more you earn. And check this out. The mistake that you will make when you leave here is not knowing your market, not knowing which is good deal or bad deal, going at it alone, not leveraging mentors or lessons, lack of motivation, lack of accountability, think you know it all, wander aimlessly for years trying to source the clients on yourself. Can you do this yourself? Yes. Everybody can do this themselves, 100%. I totally believe in you. But I can almost guarantee you that it will take you 10 times longer. It will cost you 10 times more. And you're probably going to give up halfway during your journey, okay? So how do you solve this? How do you solve all these mistakes? Anybody would want to know how you solve all this? And you can ensure success. And I can even guarantee I will blow you up without irresistible guarantee right now. Our guarantee is that when you follow our mastermind coaching, we're going to vet all your deals for you. We're going to hold you accountable. We're going to give you all the resources. We're going to give you all the connections, everything. And even after all of that, you don't get your property booked after 30 days, we actually going to pay you your first month rent. Isn't that incredible or what? That is
that's unheard of. No, that's unheard of. Nobody else
right.
is ever going to do that for you, to give a guarantee like that. That's something from Dr. Chow's platform. That's nobody else. He's basically saying that's how much he believes in his program. So just remember that, guys.
Yes, exactly. And this guarantee, if I could name this guarantee anything, is a no-brainer guarantee. That's the name for it, okay? We came up with it at midnight. We're like, how can we make it this like no-brainer for people so they can like overcome their fear, you know, get the money issue out of the way, and let's get down to business and really overcome their fear and achieve financial freedom. This is the guarantee, guys, okay? Who want more help? Okay. So last thing, guys, if you want more help, you can schedule a call with our team, our top advisor, and then we can accept everybody, right? We're looking for three things. One, persistent. How persistent are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Secondly, how coachable are you on a scale of 1 to 10? If you are listing 8 or 10, you can apply. If not, please don't waste our time. We got a lot of people in line to be a part of our community. We vet every single person in our community to make sure it's a high caliber, you know. And if you complain, bitch, and moan, please don't apply, okay? We have people complain, bitch, and moan. We're not going to accept them, all right? We want harmony. We want peace, right? I don't need that in my life. You know, you can have your money to peace, right? However, if you are coachable, if you are persistent, and if you are a giver, not just a taker, that's the most important thing. Number 3, your requirement, a giver, not just a taker. Then we would love to welcome you to the family, and we will do everything to help you. Not just me. I have multiple coaches on the line to help you anytime you need, right? So your success is the most important thing because we put our guarantee behind it, guys. You know, we're not going to let you down because otherwise you got to pay for it. You know, come on. So we're going to make it work for you, right? And our mission is to impact 1 million families get financial freedom by 2027. That's the bigger goal. That's the bigger mission, vision, the future, right? Who wouldn't here want to be a part of that vision? Right? Something bigger than yourself, right? That's it. Let's have 1 million families, guys, impacting their lives for generations to come, not individual, family. Okay. So you can drop the link in the chat for those of you who want a book. If you're on social media watching, you can go to my bio, link in bio, to book a call with our top advisors to see if you qualify to join our program. And then with that, we're gonna open up to questions.
So, yeah, be sure to schedule a call to apply for the mentorship. Nino has just posted the link. Thank you so much, Nino. So a couple of the questions that have popped up. One, Dr. Chow, is just the overall structure of the program. What is the student journey like?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first phase of the program, we will cover how you can find your golden pie location, how you can vet every single deal, know if it's a good deal or bad deal within minutes, and our coaches will help you to do that. The second phase is then how do you pitch the landlord to get their property to leverage, right? Very important. And then the third phase is simply connect you to the right sources and then work on your listing and how you can present yourself better. And we give you all the sources that you need. We give you all the resources. We even vet every single deal, every single listing for you. So you know exactly what's good or what's bad, you know, and then.
That's huge. That's tremendous value to basically have a consultant assess the prospective property, right?
Right, exactly. And you have my coaches in your back pocket. You know, you can text, call, Zoom, you know, and then you have hundreds of other members to look at your deals. You can partner up with, do deals with, you know, nationwide, right? The value of that is incredible. Like the mastermind, who you belong with, who you hang with, right?
That's the real deal mastermind structure. That's very unusual because I've seen many coaching programs, and to just have that feedback is huge. What are you seeing on the average monthly rent for properties plus utilities and amenities? Another great question from Monica.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at, right? So if you are in Texas, the average rent is like $2,500. So you would charge $5,000 plus $500 for utilities. Or if you're in California, the average rent is $4,000. And then if you're $4,000 in California that you rent a vacant home from, then you want to charge the companies double that, which is $8,000.
So that's the winning formula.
Yeah, 2 times the rent plus utilities.
I like that.
And of course, there's a lot more. Yeah, there's a few more things involved as we go into it. But let me play our testimonial. I forgot to do that.
Sure.
Go here. So check this out. Oh, it should play. You can go find a bunch of my testimonial on my YouTube as well, on my social media at DRCHAUBNB. We got a ton more, guys, but this is just a highlight.
I jumped into this group and I'm happy to report that I had huge success. I received 3 bookings that covered 5 months in 7 days. I'm profiting around $7,000.
We got our first lease signed within a week of joining the program. And that was insane because it was our first big goal, right? Like get our first lease signed, and we saw it as this really big mountain.
Got it set up in a few days, got it listed, and then we got our first booking.
In my first month, I was able to lock my first property in. That was gaining me about $4,500 a month in income.
This group is filled with people of all different levels of experience. And then of course, you know, we have Dr. Chow, the guru.
Dr. Chow and his team have been absolutely amazing.
So Dr. Chow would do a market analysis with us to show us the best areas to invest and get started in. And that was really helpful. Being part of a community of people that are doing it successfully, it makes you feel confident in the model.
The one who's going to help me get to my goals when it comes to the income flow from here. And this is almost passive, right? Aside from setting it up for the very first time.
Retired, quit my job, 9 to 5, making surgeon money, really good money.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Honestly, we're happier than ever.
B&B secrets.
You gotta do it. Burn your boats, man. Man, you just gotta surround yourself with people that are like-minded, share the same passion for life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And that's this group. Get in this group, you'll do it. You'll quit your job.
That's right. Yeah.
In your 20s and be free.
Absolutely.
That is awesome, man. I love these guys. How many properties do you have?
7.
7.
You got 14 now. 14 now.
4 months
1,500 to 2,500 a month.
per home. Per home. Yeah. So that's 6-figure income right here, right? And you're about to get freedom, right?
Definitely.
You already got her freedom.
That's right. Yeah.
Stay at home
Working
mom.
on my second one. It's 2 months, and the second one plan is to do a lot more very soon. This guy's great, man. You gotta check him out. He's awesome. If I was you, I would join right away.
Awesome, man. Join us, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun right here, man.
Awesome, guys. Cool, cool. All right, any other questions out there?
How do taxes work in this scenario?
Taxes. That's a broad question. Oh, by the way, disclaimer, I'm not a tax attorney or legal advisor. So, however, what I can say is that, so if you're a W-2 right now, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, okay? By doing this business, you actually have a ton of, you know, write-offs that you can take advantage of. My computer is kind of slowing down. Can you hear me okay? It's kind of frozen.
Yeah, we got you. That's exactly the right answer. Is that there are write-offs available, like Dr. Chow said, but you need to confer with your local accountant. Oh, my friend Olga Bereshahina is here from New York. Thanks for popping in, Olga. I met Olga at Forbes Factor Live. Pleasure to have you here with us. So Olga, there's a calendaring link in the chat, and for all of those that are here, grab Nino, if you could repost that calendaring link for Olga and for everyone to help them get that meeting. Now, another question in the chat was, how do they rent furniture? What's the best way to go about that?
Yeah, so the best way is through our partners. We get 20 to 50% off of renting the furniture we had a relationship with in the past. And they have modern looking furnitures that really is the trend right now. So, you know, renting furniture is a great way to do it as well, because, you know, you basically, they take care of the move in, they take care of the move out, and it's a lot less hassle, you know, save a lot of time and energy. And also I want to add something with that tax strategy earlier, because that's very important, especially coming up at the end of the year. So no matter where you are at, even if you are starting out or you're a multi-millionaire, you know, by investing in real estate or just doing the real estate business, you can actually qualify for being a real estate professionals, depending on where you are at in the state, which state you're at. Like, yeah, there's a number of certain hours that you have to hit during the year. Now, once you qualify for that, you know, a ton of things to write off, right? And everywhere is real estate, pretty much. Everywhere is, I'm thinking about real estate, I'm talking real estate. So that is a great way for you. And if you're, especially if you're a W-2, you definitely got to do this business. I was a W-2, paying crazy amount of money to taxes, okay? All right, hey, how are you holding your business for the SDR? Are you using a domestic assets trust? Holding it, just LLC.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that question. And I guess the only other question that I saw in the chat was, how long, Monica said some coaching programs end in 3 to 6 months and the students lose access. How much is what's the term of access to the materials?
Yeah, so our online videos you can access for life. However, for the coaching, the active coaching, take a lot of one-on-one coaching and everything like that. The access is 6 months for the program. Okay, so that is a good conversation to have with our advisor. See if you're qualified to get in. Yeah, so that's how we do it. Within 6 months, if you do what you're supposed to do, you should know enough to make a 6-figure income, so you can 10x your investment with us. Okay.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, I think we've covered all the questions in the chat. If I've missed a question, iPhone asks, is the LLC owned by a DAT or just exposed? What do you mean by a DAT, iPhone? Monica and Sandy say thank you for sharing. iPhone, can you clarify your question? Thank you so much. Because I'm not sure what you mean by a DAT. Domestic Asset Trust. I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, and JT, the question before that is, I'm interested in learning about securing corporate booking with our current Airbnbs. Is this part of the mentorship? Yes, absolutely. That is the most important part of the mentorship, because everybody out there is not teaching this. Everybody out there is talking about vacation rental, vacation rental, vacation rental. Well, if you know, vacation rental crashed during COVID. I actually have my partner and friends had over 100 vacation rental that Blanca know, Jackie and Fred. They had over 120 vacation rental before COVID. During COVID, they lost 95%, basically they lost it all. And then they rebuilt it with corporate housing up to 35 properties now, corporate housing. And the crazy thing is with that 35 properties, they are making as much, if not more than the 100 they had before with vacation rental. There you go.
All right. And then Jay Stevens said, are the furniture contacts nationwide or restricted to certain areas?
So depending on the companies, our companies is most nationwide. I mean, there are some states like, is that they don't serve, but most states they do serve. So yeah, so that's something that you can explore. And also, by the way, we have connections for the LLC, the tax. You can get, if you join our program, you get a free one session, like worth over 5K to go over all your strategies, all the setup and everything with that. So make sure you do it the right way. And our LLC and tax professional are nationwide.
That's amazing. And Leroy, you came in first place for participation tonight. Monica, you came in second, but I just got to say, you guys are amazing. This was one of the most engaged audiences, and everyone is shouting out for Dr. C, Zan, JT. JT said he just scheduled an appointment. And everybody, just remember, the true answer to community empowerment is to love, comment, and share Dr. Chau's invites to these webinars. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, and of course, take advantage of the appointment with the advisor. And Ushima, thank you. I'm so glad you scheduled. And this is an amazing, the Dr. Chau team is one of the most extraordinary teams I've ever witnessed. They truly care about all their students, and I can't wait to see your success. Patrice said this is one of the best webinar live she's been to. Olga says she loves your hat. And JT Steven, he's in on a second appointment. So Dr. Everybody take those mute buttons off. Give me some fire. Let's give Dr. C a big round. Give yourself a big round of applause for taking your game to the next level, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go get the money.
Let's unmute everybody and say 10x together. Right? I'm going to unmute. 1, 2, 3. Unmute.
10x. Thank you.
10x, baby. Let's go.
Let me get a picture of everybody. Come on, camera. Let me get a picture. We got to document this moment because it's the night we decided we're going to be rich. Let's go. Let's go.
That's right. Oh, yes. And hey, if you're in Florida, we are hosting a meetup Airbnb house party here on November the 6th. So Nino, you
Oh,
want
very
to drop that
cool.
link in the chat. It's like beyondbbsecrets.com/meetup. So you're welcome to come hang out, free dinner, free network, and maybe take a picture with me. Okay.
All right. Okay, give me a big smile. JT, there, look at that $1 million smile. Olga, Sandy. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm sending this to your, you, Nito. Post this baby on Insta because it could be worth a lot of money one day. And everybody, thanks for coming. Have a great night and stay fired up. Thank you, Dr. Chow.
Love everybody. Take care. God bless.
Ciao.
Thank you.